Hey everyone, how's it going? Sitting low here. Just figured I would come at you guys with a video update for those of you that have been following along with the little mini bike project. It's actually come a long way since the last time you guys saw it. I remember last time you guys saw it I had the different motor in it, and it's basically just kicking around a couple different ideas and figuring out what I really wanted to do with it. And I basically decided that that motor that was in it, it was just, for lack of a better word, the motor was junk. And what I want to do is I just want to be able to pull the string and go and just not have to worry about it. So basically what I did was ditch that three-wheeler motor that was in it and got me a Predator motor. Got that thing all plopped in there. Kind of did a couple little modifications to it just to kind of bump the power up a little bit. And what else? Got the torque converter set up, the Comet torque converter set up instead of your typical clutch, which seems to be working out really well. Sportster tank, pretty much self-explanatory. Custom Schwinn exhaust header that I made from a set of handlebars that I just had laying around here. And oh, can't forget these custom handlebar risers that I had my buddy machine out for me. And these aren't the handlebars that were on it. These handlebars were actually on one of those Stingray chopper bikes, but I couldn't stand the handlebars that come on this thing, so I had to do something about those. But as you can see, it's pretty much all together, and it is 100% rideable, and it does a good 50 mile an hour. And I actually geared it conservatively so I wouldn't be working the motor too hard, but that torque converter really brought that thing to life, I gotta tell you. But yeah, it's coming along pretty well. Still gotta add a couple of things, like I'd like to get the rear brakes hooked up. I'd like to add a headlight and a tail light just to make it a little more street friendly, I suppose you could say. I gotta recover the seat. I still don't know what color I'm gonna do this thing. I mean, could just leave it the way it is, but that's just not me. I gotta finish it and paint it and make it look nice. I'd like to get a couple of new fenders and stuff like that, but like I said, it's just a mini bike project. You know, I just work on it whenever I get the time. I'm not trying to sink a whole lot of money into it, but I gotta tell you, it thing is a blast when you ride it. And with it being a rigid back end, you'd think it'd be pretty bumpy. It actually rides really smooth. But yeah, it's coming along together pretty well. Basically, it started out life as one of those 49cc little cheap mini chopper things, and basically made a couple of precise cuts. Cut here, under the tank, and up here. Stretched the frame back about 6 inches just to make it a little more comfortable. I'm 6 foot tall and I fit the bike no problem, but without that stretching it, it would have been a little tight on the knees up at the handlebars. But yeah, just kind of plugging along as I go, you know. And hopefully soon I'll get all the rear brakes and everything hooked up on it. The fronts work, front suspension's smooth. I gotta say, I'm pretty pleased with this little Predator motor. I mean, I've only had the motor in there for about 3 or 4 months, and I gotta say, it starts every time. Doesn't give me no issues. So I couldn't ask for any more than that. The exhaust sounds awesome. Basically, the day I got the motor installed, I wanted to hear it run so bad. So I just started thinking, oh, what can I do? What can I do? And then I just started looking around, and I found that pair of handlebars, cut it up, welded it up, and bammo, custom exhaust header. But yeah, a couple other little things I'd like to add to it, like I said. But for the most part, it is pretty much ready to rock. And at this point, with the between buying the frame, the motor, the torque converter, and a couple other little things, I got about $400 wrapped up into it. And that's with getting the Sportster tank and the handlebars and a couple other little freebies along the way. But for anyone wanting to build their own, expect to have around $400 wrapped up into it. I got a good deal on that frame, so that really helped me out in the long run. But yeah, let's see if this thing will run for us. Maybe need the choke. Or not. I had to put the choke on. Figured it was warmed up enough, but I guess not. Yeah, you can see the thing just purrs. Exhaust sounds really good. Looks pretty sweet. So like I said, I just gotta tighten up a couple loose ends, add a couple things here and there, and you know, figure out what color I want to paint it and what I want to do with the fenders and whatnot, if I want to keep them, if I want to make new ones. Like I said, it's up and running. It goes pretty good, actually. I'm trying to hold my phone and take you for a ride, so bear with me. Go, watch out for the Durango. Really smooth, doesn't backfire or anything. Yeah, she runs all right. Yes, sir. Yeah, the old Predator. The old Predator runs pretty good. I gotta say thanks to Doug the welder for inspiring the whole project and for answering so many of my miscellaneous questions along the way. If you haven't seen his mini bike project build, you ought to check it out. He basically took one of those Jesse James bicycles and cut it up and made his own little mini chopper out of it. But yeah, that's basically all I got for now. It's come a little ways. I still got a little ways to go on it, but like I said, it's up and running now. It rides good. I I guess you would call this the end of the mock-up. Now that we know it runs and everything, I can go ahead and you know, work on painting it nice and maybe adding a couple of things just to dress it up a little bit. Maybe adding some gussets, some welding, or some webbing somewhere. Who knows? You know, I've got a couple ideas, but I don't want to overdo it, you know. Right now it's simple, it's bare bones, and it works. Sometimes I just want to keep things simple, you know. But yeah, just figured I would show you guys what's up with this thing, and I know it's been a while since I last shot a video on it, but I didn't forget about it. It's been getting worked on slowly but surely. But any questions or comments, go ahead and shoot them in the comment section. I'll be able to try to answer them the best I can for you. Sorry if I sound like an idiot, but it's kind of hard to just hold a camera and talk to yourself. But anyways, that's about it. I just figured I would show you guys what I've been working on. I still got a couple other little things in the works, but for the most part, it is what it is. And it is fun. So, just got to keep grinding on it. Until next time, see you guys later.